up, everybody? Dakota Sims here, coming in, coming in once again with yet another weather update. Getting the daily weather updates in. I've looked at quite a few things. There's some things to talk about for sure, with a lot of different types of risks associated with this weather pattern coming up. Whether it's flood risks, whether it's severe weather, or even drought conditions, snowstorms. Um, I forgot to check out the Northern Lights last night, to be absolutely honest. So that would have been nice if I could have gotten you guys from that. But unfortunately, it slipped my mind and I missed it. So it is what it is. We'll have more. Now I'm forgetting Northern Lights this year, and who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have been even that good of a visibility in the area, just because I am in a city. So the city lights often interfere with the northern lights quite a bit. But I'll go over the weather a lot more in depth once we hit that 1 to 2 minute mark, or that 2 to 2:30 minute mark, and kind of go from there. I'll read any chats, comments, concerns, stuff like that. Get everything all covered what I can. I don't know how long of a stream this will be today. Probably 10, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes, something like that. Hopefully I'm not getting in this guy's way. But I'll wait a little bit longer, wait for a couple more people to filter in. Once I start to see a couple people pop up, and then we'll start to go over everything. Just because I don't want anybody to hear about everything crazy going on to miss it. Okay, I got one person in here. We got four now. So I think it's probably a good time to start going over all the weather going on. First, I wanted to start off with I believe it's going to tomorrow. Tomorrow there's going to be a moderate risk for severe weather. Oh, there we go. By the way, guys, I'm now getting a new moderator for the chat because sometimes we get some goofballs in there, and it's actually somebody I know that I used to go to high school with. So I'm gonna get him all into here. I don't really know the moderator feature stuff, but we're gonna try it out and see how it works. But with that being said, I'll kind of get to all the weather stuff now. Yeah, first of all, in Texas tomorrow, there is a moderate risk for heavy rainfall and flooding. They have shown models of potentially up to 10 inches, and there might be areas where we get about 7 or 8 inches in just 24 hours. So a lot of areas are going to definitely be impacted by some bad flooding. So keep an eye on that. Be prepared. I will say that area is going to be affected a lot. Has been, I guess, dominated by a lot of drought lately. So a lot of the people in the communities will be looking forward to all that type of moisture. But unfortunately, it's all just coming down at once. So that will be inconvenient for a lot of people. Sam, you want to let me know if I got the moderator thing to work, if you're still in here. I don't know how to verify. I think I clicked it, but I don't know for sure if I got it. But yeah, oh sweet. Okay, perfect. So, and then another thing to talk about is with a potential of, say, I'll talk about a little bit more about severe weather coming. This is looking again, it's persisting, and it's going to be looking at around Sunday into Monday. It's going to start off as a supercells. They're going to be popping up. They're going to be discrete in nature. And then basically what's going to happen is these supercells are going to be forming. And so it's going to start off as a tornado threat and potentially even large and damaging tornadoes. Then what's going to happen is Thank you, Kahaka. I always try to look my best when I'm going on to these streams and give you guys the best weather updates and whatnot. So appreciate the compliment. I might be, but don't worry, Sam. I'm a very good multitasker. Um, I'm just very experienced with this. So if you're not like a storm YouTuber, you probably shouldn't be talking on the phone and even watching chat. But if you are, you're good. But and also if you look at after the tornado event, it's probably going to move into like a significant wind event. So what's going to happen is these discrete supercells are going to kind of start more not merging together, and it's going to create a line of storms. Okay, yeah, you're not too wrong about that. I'm not really a good multitasker, but I haven't gotten into any big incidents yet. Although the other day I did almost hit 2 deer. That was probably like 3 or 4 days ago in a stream. Oh, yeah, that could have been bad, but luckily I used my great Eden tactics and I swooped out of their way just in time. And then actually that's why the wind event will be on like the days that'll probably just be almost like a long line of storms, clusters, and stuff like that. And I don't know what exactly is going to happen because it's still like quite a bit fault, but I will say that maybe we could be looking for like a derecho or something. We'll have to see. We always get at least a good amount of them, so we'll see what happens with that. But also, not only is there severe storms on its way and significant flooding and rain, we also got to keep an eye on potentially big snowstorms coming up. So over this next about week to week and a half, there's at least going to be a couple different systems coming on by that they're watching, and they say they could produce quite a bit of snow or even some ice. So kind of gonna have to monitor that one. It's gonna be sweeping across like the northern United States up into Canada, and then there's another system that's gonna be around South Dakota. It's gonna be moving eastward, and what am I talking about? I'm talking about all this crazy weather that's gonna be going on here, and also any other chats that come in. I'll do my best to cover them too. So like, if anyone has any crazy things to say, like it doesn't really matter to me. Even if it's just like random stories, I'll just stream until it gets real slow and I run out of steam to say. What kind of line of business am I in? Well, right now I'm in college and I'm actually going towards the work towards becoming a meteorologist slash storm chaser. So that this YouTube channel, like right now, it's like I can't really storm chase too much, but it's gonna turn into like a full blown storm chasing effort. So that'll be awesome. When I just get more knowledge and once I get a little bit more money in my bank account and a little bit more freedom, then we're basically gonna get to a good state where we can start chasing storms and get you guys the absolute best content on YouTube. You're a robotics engineer. Yeah, I think that's definitely of my level for sure. I'm kind of just doing meteorology and storm chasing too because I'm hoping it won't be that hard and it's like kind of interesting and fun. And I don't want a job that I'm gonna be bored. I gotta be like doing things the whole time. Darb sells me meth too. I cannot comment if that is true or not for the sake of the YouTube channel. But I think I'll get to about maybe 11 or like 11:30 in the time, and then I'll probably get the stream ended and get in my daily pump at the gym. So if anybody has any last like minute questions, comments, or concerns, just go ahead and shoot them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. Except that one, because That's an interesting question, Casablanca. Um, but yeah, I'll just get you guys like any type of things you're wondering, whether it's about storms or whether it's just about some random nonsense. I had one guy ask me one time like my favorite colors. So I mean, I guess that's interesting too. But also another thing too is I've talked about this a little bit, but I'm gonna be starting to look for some vehicles I can get that I can get some real good storm chasing in. Because this vehicle right now, unfortunately, this is nice of a vehicle, and if I'm just gonna be taking it into the core of storms without that much knowledge of what I'm doing, um, I don't want the car to get wrecked. So I'm gonna try to get like a $500, $600 car, and basically what I'm gonna do with that car is I'm gonna start getting the spray paint job on, and that's gonna look sick. I'm gonna spray paint Dakota Storms, and I'm gonna start like driving through towns, and I'm gonna probably say like Dakota Storms on YouTube. That way, people know where to find me. Because if you see it driving around town with Dakota Storms on YouTube, you're definitely gonna start at least looking it up. Another thing too is I might start to kind of spread my wings a little bit and maybe start a little different social medias too, maybe like TikTok, Instagram. Well, I don't know about Instagram. Maybe talk. Because I think TikTok, it's pretty easy to get a pretty big audience. I think YouTube's probably one of the hardest ones to get a big audience on, just because subscribing is so much harder to get a lot of subscribers than a lot of followers. Toyota Hilux. I'll have to look that up. I don't know nothing about cars. I just need a car that'll get me to point A and point B without down on me. So if anything, I'll probably just get some real old, terrible looking used car, and I'll also post any type of like progress that I'm doing on my car on the channel. So like if I'm doing some big things with the car, I'll post it on the channel, and once I get the car, 100% will be posting on the channel, and that car is gonna last me as long as I can possibly get it to last me. So, what's up, Madison? I'm just kind of a little bit right now talking about my future plans, like getting another storm chasing car. Basically, taking that one on all the chases and everywhere I go. Hopefully, it won't be too terrible on gas because gas is a little bit expensive right now. But hopefully, I can get this channel to the point. If I want a good mileage car, then go for a Suzuki Swift. That sounds expensive. I don't know. That sounds like an expensive car. Yeah, I think I do remember you. You were in here yesterday. I feel like I can usually remember all the people that stop by in the streams and say hello at this point, because I haven't had like million people tuning into the streams yet, not yet at least. So like once I start getting the millions in, then I might start to forget some people. But it's a Ford car. Like how much? How much are we talking? Like, because I'm trying to look for something like 500, 600, 700, maybe that range. I don't want to be spending too much. Like if it's like 2,000, that might be a little too much because I'm basically just buying a car to break it. Another thing too is I kind of want to get a car just so I can just do dumb things with it, you know. Like I want to try like a rollover crash, see how that works. And that would be the perfect car. Well, a cheap car would be the perfect car to do it. I used to have a real bad car, but then unfortunately, it was sold, and I only started thinking maybe I shouldn't have sold that after I sold it. So kind of regretting that decision, but been going on for maybe like 1.5 more minutes, and basically get any like last second questions, comments, concerns. Yeah, Sam, I really wish I could get the Taurus back. That dude got a steal. He only got it for I think $700, and like I didn't even really get the money. My dad did, so it's kind of just sad at this point. And I think I know the guy who has it too, but I don't really like know anything about him. I just like know what he looks like. You know, I'll take a screenshot of this Suzuki Swift, and I'll take a look after the stream, and we'll take a peek of that after. Yeah, I do remember you, Pat Jackson. you're kind of getting to be what do they call them? A usual. I don't know if that's the right word. A reoccurring person. I'll say. Uh, there's a couple people like yourself that I've seen here quite a few times. So I really appreciate the support and appreciate everybody who's coming in and chatting, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Really helps the channel growth. Yeah, I could take off my glasses. This is what I look like without the sunglasses. I wear the sunglasses a lot because they look like really cool sunglasses. If you want to get matching sunglasses like me, to Walmart's and you got to find what are they called again? They're called Panama Jacks. Panama Jacks, and I like to find really cheap sunglasses so that because I lose them so often. I am kind of a bum right now. I'm unemployed. I was working for DoorDash a long time, but then unfortunately I ran into a situation where I kept almost crashing. Um, and then they kept making me drive super far out of town, and driving like stats on it were really bad. They told me I braked hard too much and I sped too much. So I got people their food on time, but I got in too many bad situations. So right now I'm just, you know, trying to live off all the money I've built up over all the Ace and weed spraying days. I look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. That's actually the funny thing because my real name is Brad. So like that's just what I'm gonna evolve into as I get older. I've never watched Club though, but I always hear people like referencing it, like it's like something like the rules or whatever, like first rule, second rule or something like that. Never watched it, but I know who Brad Pitt is. I liked him in that the war movie Fury and a couple other things. Definitely one of the most well-known Brads out there for now. I'm sure I'll overtake him someday. Once I get into like goat status for storm chasing. Do I like zombie movies? Yes, I actually love zombie movies. I love like I've watched a lot of them, like World War Z, Train to Busan. Huge Walking Dead fan. Although I never finished the series because I started to get kind of bored of it because I think they started to kind of make it a little bit too unrealistic. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other zombies I've watched. There's that other one. It was like Pandemic or something. It wasn't really. Yeah, it was something like Pandemic. I feel like it. And then what's the one with the one Simon Pegg? There's one with Simon Pegg. What is that called? Do I think World War Z would have a sequel? Yeah, Brad Pitt's in there. Okay, I see why you're bringing that up. World War Z would have a sequel. I mean, they could, but they'd have to add like a new twist, because like in the World War Z, they kind of figured out the zombies don't see like the people with illnesses or like diseases. So like if they all had that all figured out, then they'd have to come up with a new thing. Like the zombies are, I don't know, getting smarter, and now they do attack or something, or people with diseases, and now they gotta turn, they gotta like shift, and I don't know. They could do a sequel for that, but I feel like it would be a little difficult coming up with new ideas. And it's been like, I don't know, I think that movie was released, what, 2013, 2015. So I don't foresee a sequel, but I would definitely if another one came out. Army of the Dead, I watched that one too. When you're 14, you're going to work in Starbucks with your friends Emily and Hazel. That'd be fun. I feel like Starbucks would be a pretty laid back atmosphere. All right, Sam says, all right, Darb, you look like you're all good now. I'll let you do your thing. I'm going to go do homework. All right, sounds good, Sam. I appreciate you becoming the first mod for Dakota Storms. Really appreciate it. It'll definitely help filter out some of the really unhinged comments because I've seen a couple unhinged comments already. And I think yesterday, if any of you guys were in there yesterday, you might know what I'm talking. There's one guy in specific who was saying some a little bit of unhinged things. Some other dude a couple days before too. So you gotta mitigate against that. I'm 18, almost 19. So I got tons of years of storm chasing ahead of me. That's for sure. Unless something crazy would happen, but it'd have to take something unbelievably crazy for me to stop wanting to storm chase. I said this like once or twice, but I'll give you guys like 1 to 2 more minutes of any last second thoughts, comments, concerns. I look older than you. You're 19. I don't know. I've been told that I do look pretty old, and sometimes I've been told I look pretty young. Like when I grow out this mustache right here, and I grow out this soul patch, some people think I'm 21. So it's like, okay, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind looking older, but then when I shave, I look all baby faced and young. Um, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. See how if I still look old or young in 20 years. You're 10, young. Yeah, like I think, like I was saying earlier, I think I brought this up the other day. Like my little sister is 8, so she's got a lot more years to catch up to me. Are you fasting? Are you talking for like Lent or like something like that? Because if you're talking like for Lent, am I Muslim? I'm actually not Muslim. I'm Catholic, and so we got like Lent going on right now, but we don't really got a fast. I think. I hope not, because I haven't really been fasting. I've just been eating my normal food. So like, who knows? Hopefully that's not the case. But I've been definitely working out a lot though. Working out all the time, pretty much every day. One of these days, I don't know, maybe I should make like a fitness YouTube channel or something because I think there'd be some people that would tune into that one. Just because I feel like in terms in terms of like my upper body strength is pretty elite. I've been working out since I was in 5th grade. I only got serious since like I don't know, ninth, 10th grade, and I've been going crazy ever since then. So I am loving that type of stuff. Yeah, shout out to the Muslim friends who are fasting in Ramadan, Ramadan. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that like Ramadan works, but I know a lot of different religions have to have like fasting and abstain from meat, and especially like there's like certain types of foods like pork, stuff like that. But I will say I keep dragging this on a little bit longer and longer. So once it hits that 25-minute mark, then I will have to unfortunately end the stream and stuff like that. But as always, you guys know where to find me. I'll be here again tomorrow. Make sure to like, comment, wow, stutter. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for anybody who loves this type of content, loves seeing me talk about weather and all that other stuff every day. If that's you, I'd recommend hitting that red subscribe button near wherever you can find it. But with that being said, thanks for everyone who showed up today and made the stream great. We'll see you guys tomorrow.